What's up guys, and today we're gonna be going over another QCU. I know, fucking another QCU video.
Not another one?
I did post on Instagram and I posted some parts and I said, hey, if I get 1 like, I will do a build. I was gonna do the build anyway, build video, and I got more than 1 like. So I'm definitely doing the build video, and here we go. Build complete. I'll see you guys in the next one. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. So this is my second QCU. This one is a complete full QCU. This one is nicely skeletonized. It's really, really nice. Gold is just popping so much.
I love gold!
Such a beautiful build. Decided to go for a purple trigger, mainly because it matches my purple Blaster C. This one won't be a complete build, so it's not a build guide. It's just kind of a quick build. I've already shown the hop-up unit, so this is the new and improved hop-up unit. Check out my video on that. You can see what the difference is from the older one and how to put it together. Then for the complete gun, if you kind of bought one and you're trying to figure out how to put it together, then check out my older QCU build guide. This one is just more a bit of a fun one. This is me putting this one together and also getting this AirTac trigger to work. I think this AirTac trigger is absolutely awesome. I did need to modify it. You'll see it later in the video. If you don't, it's got a lot of side-to-side play and it just feels terrible. So I've printed a little shim, or a spacer in this case, and it is absolutely amazing. This is the lower, the receiver looks pretty good. They've done a new design, nice little cut, makes it slightly lighter. This is a super light lower, 153 grams for the lower. So that's quite nice and light. So let's start off. We're gonna start off with our gearbox. Let's get the screw out. And let's get our board installed. So we have here, we've got the mFCU, so the magnetic one. And you'll see here this newer version, so on the one I already built, so if you check my video, it didn't have this. The newer version comes with 2 different lengths of cable here, power cables. So you can see one bit longer one. This is if you're running it with a stock, you can then have it in your stock, and then you have one shorter one if you are running a grip. I'm going to be running a grip, so using the shorter one. Once again, they don't come with sleeving like this. This is just from PC modding, and this is just a custom power cable sleeving. Gone for a see-through one now, so you can kind of see through it, I guess. But yeah, that looks pretty sweet, so we'll get that in. There you go. That is not gonna go anywhere. That is nicely locked in place now. Now we can get our trigger in. So I'm going for something a little bit different. This is the AirTac Customs. Let's go. It comes with ball bearing. So you've got ball bearings, not like the normal ones. So you've got a lot more freedom. This is something that's super common in paintball. Nice to see it start making its way into airsoft. 3 different springs. We have a pretty stiff one.
Brother,
I'm not a fan of the super soft ones, and I will be using the middle one, so the medium stiffness. Okay, now we can get the trigger installed. So we put our trigger in, and then we need to make sure that we get this in properly. So let's get the cable through. Let's get this through. It's gonna wobble a bit here. We'll put in the spring and the pin afterwards. So our gearbox is put together. Let's get that installed. Our gearbox is gonna stay together. Because our trigger is not set yet, so we can pull it out because we didn't put the pin in yet. We put the spring on. I don't know why I'm doing it so far away from the camera. It's gonna look like this, and then you can kind of see through. Well, you won't see it on the camera, but I can see the ball bearing, so we're gonna then just put that through and give it a nice gentle love tap.
yeah, baby.
There we go, and that is that installed. That is a super nice trigger. Future Max here. I've taken it all apart again because something was bothering me a lot, and that has to do with the trigger. It just had so much side-to-side wobble. Let me just show you. You can see here like how much that ball bearing actually wobbles on the pin. Just not really what I want. So I quickly designed this in Fusion 360, printed it quickly, and this is going to be a little spacer that's going to try and keep it a little bit more stable. Okay, so there we've got our gearbox installed. I have this older pin. I stole it from somewhere else, so I'm just going to quickly get that in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need to get our quick air. This is the connector that connects your upper to your lower. So here HPA, and here for the electronics, so for the 2 solenoids. So our quick air, here you go. We'll put the hose in, then we can...
What the hell is even that?
Pins in the way. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Let's get that in. So it goes through the bottom.
2,000 years later.
We can get our back cap on then, so that's going to keep everything nice and tight. So it's not going to move around so much anymore.
Yeah, boy.
There are 2 grub screws here. I'm going to have to find some replacements. I don't have any more, but I should have some other screws that will fit. Then we have here our MSG grip. Once again, my branding on it looks pretty cool. I've gone for a like a P-Star Micro Gen 2 rig this time. That's a little bit lighter than the Cat 5 that I put in my red one. So let's then put this on, so we can bend this slightly out of the way. Oh, first got to get the grip on, and then we can bend it slightly out of the way, because we still need to cut that, but I'll do that once everything is put together. I'm gonna use my favorite tool to install these. This from iFixit makes life so much easier. We're not gonna tighten with it, it's just for the installation. To get to the back ones, it makes it slightly easier. So let's get just the front one first. So you can kind of see it, right? Hopefully. Then we can lock these down. So I'm just in an X pattern. There you go. Well, that's looking pretty good. Selector works. Trigger's still a bit too soft, but it's a good feeling trigger. I'm not gonna show you how to do the hub-up unit. I've already done that in 2 videos, so check out my one about the update about the hub-up unit, and check the one that I've done about the complete build, so the red build. Get our engine in. Let's lock the sucker down.
Okay, let's go.
We're gonna do the electronics quickly. This side with N is the back one, which is the nozzle. So let's get that plugged in. So this one is the furthest to the front, and that will then be for the puppet for the engine. So let's get that also. Let's get that. Let's see a bit here. That's plugged in, and then we can bend it a bit so it's out of the way when the upper is on. Then, like I said, we can put the upper on. Let's see. Goes on super easy. Much easier than the red one, because this one is actually designed for the QCU, so that's what it was designed around, or the QCU was designed around that, other way around. Now for the mag catch, I had 2 options. I've got this, well, both of them max. I got the gold, kind of gold one that they call it, and then the black one. The gold looks pretty shit. It's way too orange, so we're not going to use that one. That one can go in there, and we're going to use the black one.
A few moments later.
I didn't like the wobble of the max in the gun, so I've gone for the one that was included. That's the one that Max sent me. I think it's fine. It's not ambidextrous, but to be honest, if I'm playing, I'm generally able to do it with left and right anyway. I've found a very simple way to do it. You know, my article ones don't have ambi either, so that's fine. Then we've got our magic pin. Keep this body nice and tight together. There you go. Magic pin is in. You can see here that gap that I have on my red one is pretty much gone, just because it's a better frame. So far this is looking pretty sweet.
Nice.
Then I'm going for the Brighter C. This is the newer version, of course, with USB-C. So USB-C and shake to wake. Don't need the little stick anymore to set it. Let's get that in. So we got a little bit of purple. You can see it in there. And we've got the purple trigger. Next thing we're going to need is we're going to need to cut this. So I'm going to have to get some, let's get a scalpel. we'll get a scalpel and we can then cut it. So we don't want it too short, but we don't want it too long because you don't want it to bend. I think we're finally at the right length. Let's leak test it quickly. Got a little 16 cubic inch tank here. Yep, sounds good. So let's get a battery and then we can set it up quickly. So we're gonna search for the device. Finds it straight away. This is the new beta version of the Gorilla app. It's much nicer and much easier. I like that you've got plus and minus now. You don't need to drag it around or use the volume keys, the volume rocker to get what you need to do. So let's set up. We're gonna go set safe. Set safe. Successfully written. Then we need to set an order. So let's get our selector all the way over. We're gonna go to set order. Set the order position. Then we need to go back into safe and we are going to go set trigger. We're going to set trigger, successfully written. Now, just to be sure, I'm going to write to the mFCU. And then if we disconnect, we can put in save, and semi, and it works perfectly.
I'm touching myself tonight.
So this little spacer, as you can see here, this has made all the difference. This is absolutely amazing now. So it's very little side to side wiggle now. Before it was just driving me insane. This much crisper trigger pull, especially with the magnets. It's going to also always be a little bit iffy if it's too far away from the magnet, from the sensor, sorry. So this is also going to make sure that it doesn't move. This is a much cleaner, crisper trigger. Everyone loves a little B-roll. So you saw from the little build, the mini micro build, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is a really, really nice gun. It's come out absolutely fucking fantastic. I think it's a absolutely beautiful gun. The frame is absolutely amazing. Super, super light, 153 grams for the frame. Absolutely just a nice must-have piece to have.
I'll take a foot long.
Fully loaded.
I want to say thanks to the guys at Mac and Gorilla. They hooked me up with this. They really hit it out of the park this time. Got my signature Shooting Bitches SF Max logo on the side. They put one on the back, and yeah, this just came out absolutely beautiful. Loving the splash on the frame. Oh, super, super nice. This is actually such a nice build. This is probably one of my favorite builds I've ever done. And yeah, I can't wait to actually take it out. So if you like this video, then give it a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing some other content, not just QCU. I know right now it's super heavy QCU related, but it's just the platform that's on my mind at the moment, and I'm really, really loving it. I will do some other stuff, I know. But yeah, this is my second QCU. This is absolutely amazing. I'm loving this one, and I'll check you guys in the next one.